Success is nothing without failure. And failure, just as it is the twin sister of success, it is absolutely necessary for everyone to go through their fair share of failure in order to embrace and understand and appreciate the success that they're about to get or they have in life. Greatness is all it is because you've had to lose a whole lot and you've had to overcome a lot to get to where you are. When you sit on the mountaintop and appreciate the grandeur of your exploits and the greatness that you have become today, you begin to remember and look back and see all of the steps that you had to take to climb up to the top of that mountain. There are moments when the blisters had to come up on your arms. There are moments when you bruised your knees and you fell off and you almost lost it. And some people actually fell to the very bottom of the mountain to start climbing all over again. But at the end of the day, all of these things become worth it when you sit at the top of the mountain and begin to appreciate how hard it was for you to get there. You know, in the moment, hardness seems like a punishment. It seems like it's unnecessary. But the reality of the matter is, as hard as our situation or our circumstances in life are, the smoother we're able to be prepared for what it is that we're about to reveal to the world, the beauty of our greatness that is. So when you go through the fire and you're being burned, you know that you're not going to be consumed because you know that that fire is burning out all of the unnecessary things that your life needs to get rid of in order to become who you were truly created to be. So I want to encourage you to embrace failure as you journey into greatness and purpose, because it is truly a significant tool and a resource that everyone needs to understand how to maneuver in order to get to the other side of all that God has for us. Failure in life is not intended to punish or to put us back or to make us less than what we're supposed to be. It is a lesson. Like they always say, when the student is ready, the teacher will always show up. And for us as students in this game called life, our teacher often is that person called failure, dressed up in opportunities, by the way. Every failure that I've had to overcome, which I am no stranger to, have always had something that has taught me a significant lesson that I would need on my next level going forward in life. And I have been able to embrace, not in the moment. Of course, I've had moments when I felt like my failure was going to be the end of me. One thing I have learned is, as long as there is life, hope exists. You just have to embrace it and get beyond whatever it was that pulled you down the day before, to take it as a rocket fuel to propel you into your tomorrow. Failure is a necessary tool. It is the only engine proven time and time again to shape greatness into what it really needs to be. If you truly want greatness and you want to live an extraordinary life, you're going to have to quickly learn how to embrace failure and take it as your best friend. Not to say that you want to fail at anything, but the reality of the matter is, I have found that when you fail at things a lot, the more you fail at situations, the more you have opportunities to learn ways either not to do those things or ways to do them better. It opens up another level of creativity on the inside of you. But you know, with failure should also come resilience. And resilience is your ability to never stop in spite of every obstacle that comes your way. With failure should come tenacity, your ability to show up over and over again with as much enthusiasm as you've always had. Those two things work together to ensure that failure in life for you is not a waste. Because when you waste your failure and you make it into your story and you embrace it as your norm, as your reality, then you are putting to waste valuable resources that could truly make you a gem in the marketplace. That is why I want to encourage you to understand that failure is not intended for anything other than to build character within you, to help you learn new ways to be resilient, to build tenacity within you. Failure is a tool that can help you understand in depth what it is that you're truly supposed to be doing. You know, if Walt Disney did not fail at the job that he had and got fired, we would not have the happiest place in the world. If Oprah did not get moved away from a position that she so coveted, being on daytime news and being a news broadcaster, nobody would know about the Oprah Winfrey Show, and nobody would know about the OWN network that we all know today. So a lot of leaders in the industry, in the world, in the marketplace would tell you that their ability to fail at one thing meant their ability to succeed even more at something else that they were able to discover because of failure. Failure can be your rocket fuel to the next level. Failure could be the thing that opens up your mind to create innovative ideas. Failure is an ingenious idea created by God to ensure that we stay in check as humans, right? To appreciate our humanity more. But it's also a tool that he uses to craft out some of the greatest minds in history. Albert Einstein tried over 1,000 times to create the light bulb, and he figured out 1,000 ways that it would not work, but eventually he got to the magic, and now we have electricity. When you don't understand your path through failure, then you're not ready to embrace success that lies ahead. In order for you to cross over to the other side and be able to experience what it is that life truly has for you, you have to be willing to swim through many rivers of failure. You have to be able to climb many mountains that you might not get over to the other side, but you will figure out that there are ways for you to get to your goal. Failure is your friend. Failure is not the enemy. It is the great teacher that shapes the greatest minds in history. Failure is a resource that God has put in our lives to ensure that we keep on becoming, that we never stop growing. We never become too much to be able to learn what life is trying to teach us. As long as there is breath in your lungs and failure happens, that means there is an opportunity that is waiting ahead for you. So get excited the next time you come across an obstacle. Get excited the next time failure looks you in the face. You're like, whoa, something truly amazing is about to birth for me in the next season. So embrace it, learn from it, allow it to shape you and build a better version of you. Failure crafts us into a better, more improved versions of ourselves every single time if we embrace it from the right angle. So let me tell you this, my friends, failure is not the enemy. It is actually the best friend a person in pursuit of greatness and purpose could ever have, because it allows you to learn all of the lessons that you need for the things that you're about to do in your life and in your purpose. Failure allows your gifts to gain and appreciate in value, because the more you're able to take that gift and take it through the streams of failure, swimming through the oceans of life, you will come out on the other side with that gift better refined, better set up for all of the success and greatness that life truly has for you. Next time you want to look down on failure, look at it as the ultimate teacher of life. Look at it as the one that God has put in your life to show you the path to your greatness. Some people want to get to the other side of greatness, but they don't want to go through failure. We all have to go through the great teacher called failure, because failure truly fuels greatness if only we learn how to embrace all of the wisdom that failure is teaching us. As always, you know I love you. Until the next episode of my podcast, I look forward to seeing you again. If this is your first time joining this podcast, do well to share with someone who truly needs these words of encouragement or these nuggets of wisdom. And of course, follow me on all social media platforms to become a part of my gifted community. And if you're starting your journey towards discovering what it is that you're supposed to be doing, I highly recommend the DYG Challenge. That is our starting point in the gifted community to becoming all that God has called us to become and doing everything that He has created us to do in the marketplace and beyond. Bye, guys.